With the Phantoms, you guys had a little rough start this year. Any particular reason why you got off?
I don't know. I think, I don't know, maybe it's because we had a lot of young guys coming out of junior, coming out of college. Not a lot of experience coming out, like the stars for us. I don't know, it's just unfortunate because I think the second half of the season was really good for us and we picked it up and I think we had a good record. We had a little change. John Paddock came and helped us and then Joe Patterson took over after him, so I guess the second half was better, but the first wasn't too good.
Let me ask you right now, it's your second year in the league. What has changed for you as far as your playing?
Well, I think for myself, I got off not a wrong start, but a slow start because I got hip surgery late in the summer, last summer. Mid-July, I got my hip done, so at the beginning of the season, I was like a little scared, not scared, but you know, you're not as sure as you are when you're fully healthy, and I think that was in the back of my mind, but when that went away, I think my game picked up a lot. I started to be more confident with the puck, make better play, be more patient, find my players instead of just throw the puck everywhere. And I don't know, I just had more confidence, way more confidence last year.
Yeah, you had a change in coach midway through the season.
Yeah.
Was that a new system brought in? Did you guys have to learn a whole new system?
No, not really. It was pretty much the same exact thing, but it was just a different approach to it, you know. John Paddock came in with his way of teaching things with Joe as an assistant, and then Joe learned a lot from him, from John Paddock, which is a really good coach, and then Joe took over and he's a really good coach too. I think it was a good change for us. It helped us a lot, as we've seen, because the second half was good, but it wasn't like a total change. It was just maybe another approach to the system.
Now, you're not a big defenseman, you're about the same size as Dana Savett, Eric Gustafson, and do you watch them and kind of watch their play and see what they're doing and how that can help you?
Well, yeah, obviously, you know, you always want to learn from every defenseman that you play with or you see play on the ice, but I think they're more of an offensive defenseman type of defenseman. I'm more of a stay-at-home, like kind of greedy, you know. He always makes sure that I'm always consistent, always a good pass. But I've been so lucky to play with Sidra all year because he's such a good defenseman. He's older with a lot of experience and he sees the ice so well. So I think that's one of the main reasons why I improved a lot this year. It's because of him.
And you had a couple of different goalies. You had first Johan Backlund, and you had Rico Riopel, and then you had Michael Layton come down. Was that an adjustment for the defense too, to get used to a new goalie?
I don't know, it's not, it is kind of an adjustment, but it's not that hard. And I mean, to have, I think we had good goalies all year. Most of the time, Layton was behind me and all of us defensemen, and having him behind us and having him with all his experience, and it's good because, you know, you always feel that he's behind you there to help you, and he's always giving you tips. Let's say up there, that's what they do, the defensemen. That's what they will play, that 2-on-1. That's what they would do up the breakout, you know. So it's good to have a goalie with a lot of NHL experience. It'll help me a lot too. So yeah.
You know, I got to see you guys play a couple times. One time you played in Atlantic City, and of course one time you were back here at the Wells Fargo Center. In Atlantic City, I think it was Michael Layton's first game. It seemed like the defense was having a problem breaking down in the zone. Was that because you were maybe trying to get used to some of your pairings or things like that?
Yeah, or maybe, you know, you always need a couple games to get adjusted with the goalie communication type of thing, you know. Maybe he's used to have the defenseman come to get the puck more often, or, you know, he's used to play with more righty defensemen. This year in Adirondack, pretty much all the defensemen were lefty. So, you know, sometimes it creates a little confusion, but it'll take a couple games to get adjusted and a couple, you know, a lot of talk, practice. assists in the morning skate and off the ice between periods, and usually it gets back pretty good.
Now you played in juniors. The last you played for Lewiston.
3 years.
Yeah. 3 years, and then you went to Quebec Ramparts.
Yeah.
How was that? Was that a change for you moving from you were there 3 years to Lewiston, then going to Quebec?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, I was really excited. I mean, I loved my years in Quebec and in Lewiston. 3 years over there. I won the President's Cup with them. I had a good group of guys, but I'm originally from Quebec City. My parents grew up there and all my family is there, so I was pretty pumped to go there. And we knew that we were going to have like a decent team, maybe have a shot to go like far in the playoffs, which we did. I mean, semi-final, which is not too bad. And I was pretty pumped. I was excited before the season, and then I had to meet Patrick Waugh, was the owner, the GM, and the coach. That was something big for me. I mean, to meet and to be able to work with that guy every day, learning from him every type of situation because he's been through everything, you know. And it was, I was pretty excited.
Now, you haven't been called up to the big club to play at all this year, but a lot of the Phantoms are up here for the playoffs. What's that feel like being in?
It's a great feeling, you know, to be around and to feel. Every morning we go at the rink and we see those guys. We go in the gym with them, you know, have a talk, and then once in a while they'll come talk to us and practice with them. Sometimes we'll get day offs, and we're thrilled to be here. It's a great experience for us, and I mean, like you said, I didn't get the chance to get called up this year, but I'm here at the end, so I'm enjoying every minute and every day.
What has the coaching staff told you? What do you need to do to upgrade your game to make that next jump to the NHL?
Like I said, I'm more of a defensive type of defenseman, so they said to make sure that I'm always consistent every game, every shift, every time I'm on the ice, play hard against everybody. Every time I go in the corner, make the opponent work hard and make sure that it's hard for them to get the puck. Win my battle one-on-one, make sure I do a good first pass, and, you know, be as most consistent as I can, and obviously get a little stronger, because when you get against those big guys in the NHL, you need to compete, and if you want the puck in the corner, you have to be a little stronger.
Yeah, a little background, when you were growing up, did you follow any particular players?
I wasn't really, I don't know, I just like that, I always liked the kind of player that had a lot of like grit and a lot of like they'll get into it, you know, and like that's hitting and stuff like this. So I mean, maybe an example for me was maybe Chris Chelios. He was always like hard against Flair. It was hard to play against, and he wasn't the biggest guy either, you know, but he was hard to play against, and he would show up every night, and I don't know, all those type of players that love the game.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you very much.